How will a Chinese-made dirt bike compare against a fully fledged Japanese race machine? Our mission today is to find out the answer. For years, the dirt bike world has been dominated by Japanese and Austrian machinery. But much like other industries, we've seen the rise of Chinese-made products attempting to take over the dirt bike game in the past decade or so. But so far, at least in our world, these Chinese bikes haven't really caught on. Yes, there might be a lot of Chinese-made kids and e-bikes around, but at the racetracks, you just don't see them. These cheap Chinese bikes most definitely don't have the best reputations or brand recognition, and a serious racer will be steering well clear. But are the bikes truly that bad, or are we being too harsh? Let's find out. Representing the Japanese today, we have the Yamaha YZ125, a certified little ripper and one of the most tried, tested and proven 125 two-strokes on planet Earth. And playing for Team China, we have the Slam SMX250. This is a single-cylinder air-cooled 250 four-stroke and is described as the best starter bike that money can buy. And you seriously won't believe the price. Obviously, none of the componentry like the brakes or the suspension is named brand stuff, and this bike isn't packing too much tech other than the electric start. The SMX is rocking an old school carb, but it is a full-sized adult bike, although the travel on the suspension does make it look a bit smaller. Power will certainly be lacking compared to a conventional 250 four-stroke, and the steel frame makes it feel pretty heavy to roll around. But all in all, this bike looks a lot nicer than I expected for a Chinese import. And again, you won't believe the price tag. So we're just shooting the bikes here. I've noticed that we found a bike that should fit Sean properly. It's a full-size adult bike, but there's not that much travel on the suspension, so it is pretty low to the ground. So Sean should do all right out there today on the Slam bike.
Well, you've seen your weapon of choice today, Sean. What's your first thoughts?
Recreational bike is my first thought. But no, all in all, it looks, yeah, it is what it is. They're not a full-blown motocross bike. They haven't got the full travel of what a motocross bike has, but we'll see what it's like on the track, and we're going to slam it.
You're going to be able to take it to Mac today on his own little 125?
I'm going to try and embarrass the hell out of him on this little thing. That's what I'm going to try and do, so he better be on his own game.
As always, I need to say a big thank you to Putoline for supporting the channel and for helping us to make videos like this one. Putoline have products to lubricate, clean and protect your bikes. There's a lineup of stuff here, and we've been using Putoline for so long. You can see some Putoline logos on these graphics here. These graphics definitely predate the Putoline sponsorship we've got on the channel. We've been using these products for donkey's years. So big thank you to Putoline for supporting the channel and for keeping my YZ125 running sweet for all these years. Also, I need to say a big thank you to you guys watching at home. None of this would be possible without your guys' support. We're in a race at the moment to 300,000 subscribers, so if you like what we do and you're not subscribed already, click that button down below and help us get to 300,000 subscribers. Cheers, guys. So we're going to be doing another cat and mouse challenge here today. Our tame test rider Sean will be riding the Chinese-made Slam SMX250 four-stroke, and I'll be attempting to chase him down on my trusty 125. The Slam bike is a Chinese-made air-cooled 250 four-stroke that only costs £1,800 or $2,200 if you're watching from the USA. I know you guys might be thinking it'll be a piece of junk, but you might be surprised, and that's why we do these tests. You can tell I haven't been racing a long time. So lap 1 begins in our 3-lap race here at Buttercup Farm.
First corner. There he is, let's go. Woo! So here we are on board the Slam. Oh, he's catching me already.
The track is in prime condition today, nice and deep and loamy, but that does mean we're sapping a lot of power from these bikes. So despite my advantage on the 125 in the power department, I'm going to have to hit my lines perfectly if I want to reel in Sean on the Slam bike. As I say, this is a 3-lap race, and to be fair, this is the first proper race I've had in a long time.
Oh, can you hear it? Oh, man.
So we've got to see if I've even got the stamina to last out 3 laps here on the gas trying to chase down Sean.
Need to do that corner better next time.
Now, like I said earlier on in the video, this SMX250 only costs £1,800. That's $2,200 US near enough, which is seriously cheap for a full-sized adult dirt bike.
Sounds like he's on me.
And if you were to try and buy a Japanese machine for that kind of money, you're going to have to roll back the years and go for something older, like the Piglet, which was a Yamaha 254-stroke from 2003 actually, that we bought a few weeks ago. And if you watch the channel, you'll know how that ended up. It ended up pretty much in the skip, so that's the trouble if you're spending this kind of money on an old Japanese dirt bike. You just don't know what you're buying.
Come on, Slam baby.
Whereas the SMX250 is a brand new machine, should be completely reliable and easy to use for a first time dirt bike rider. See, here I am, slowly but surely closing down the gap on Sean then. It's jumps like this one we're about to hit, where Sean is having the most problems. You can see there, just doesn't quite have enough power to make it all the way over that fairly sizable tabletop there. He's bouncing off the end of it. And that short travel suspension. He's asking a lot from that stuff here today, casing these jumps like this.
That one done, let's do this, boys!
But he is across the finish line in the lead still to complete lap number 1. We're into lap 2 now, and that gap is shrinking fast. The race is on here on lap number 2 then, and I'm pushing it. I'm giving it everything I have here to try and close this gap. I do not want to let the side down here for Team 2-Stroke, for Team Japan.
I'm gonna get him with the roost.
So almost within striking distance now on board the little 125. Just trying to stay out of the roost from Sean. Does hurt around this track. So look how much closer I am now than the lap number 1. Race is on for sure.
Blew that berm out.
Going to the outside line there. Not actually sure that's any quicker, but just trying to stay out of that roost. I am within striking distance. It's just a matter of finding the right place to pull the trigger and try and make the pass. And that may be my downfall.
Oh, she's bogging.
My racecraft isn't what it used to be, that's for sure. Sending it over the big tabletop on the little 125.
Whoa.
This is another one of the spots where I've got a bit of advantage on the 2-stroke here. I'm able to just stretch it on the 125, make it over that big jump, land smoothly on the gas. Another the jump here that Sean's struggling with today. See the 125 making it over nicely. Sean is absolutely flat out everywhere on the slam.
Where is he? I can hear him. Easy through here, easy.
It's safe to say this isn't quite what this slam bike has been designed for. I don't think that the guys over in China had this kind of image in their head as they was bolting this bike together. But we're pushing this bike to its limits to find out what it's truly capable of here today. It's getting very close now, very, very close. We're almost on the final lap, so I'm going to have to pull the trigger soon, or I'm going to let the whole nation of Japan down. We're on wheel to wheel. Just one more chicane to go and one big tabletop. This is the main jump that Sean is struggling with. He's sending it over the tabletop, but you can see him bouncing off the end, and it looks like he might have a problem.
Last lap.
Can he recover? He does recover quickly, but the pass has been made. It's too late.
Chinese bike's having some issues.
The 125 is into the lead. So a mistake from Sean, or perhaps a slight problem with the bike, has allowed the Japanese made 125 to take the race lead.
Can't believe that, missed the gear.
But we still got one full lap of action to go before this one is decided for sure. Can I hang on to it for one more lap? Sean's definitely going to have the racecraft and the race fitness over me. Despite the big age gap, Sean rides so much, does so much racing, so much riding. He's definitely got the legs on me here today.
Let's go!
Sean looks keen to try and make that pass happen. But is the little 125 just too much for the Chinese-made slam machine? Still trying to hit my marks, hit my lines. Again, I'm not sure this outside line here is actually faster. Sean closes the gap there slightly. But this next section here, I can really gain some time if I hit my marks right. Go inside to inside here. Sean has to go outside to even try and get over this next tabletop, whereas I can go inside, compress the suspension, get over that big table. Sean outside and still not quite able to clear the big jump there on the Slam 250. But to be fair, the Chinese-made SMX250 has put up quite a good fight here today. The 125 looks like it's stretching away now.
Oh, I've got the arm pump now.
But the arm pump is setting in, that's for sure.
I go off the track. Can I hang on to it?
Try not to make any mistakes on this last lap to allow Sean to strike back to make a last ditch pass before the end of the race. But like I say, the Slam bike puts up a great fight, much better than we expected, to be fair, and I'm thinking a lot better than you guys thought it would perform as well. For sure, it's not a fully fledged race machine like the YZ125, but if a cheap bike like this can get new people into the sport, we are all for it. And as we've seen here today, in the right hands, it can perform quite admirably. We've got 2 turns left to go in this moto then. Still having to hit the marks to avoid a last ditch attempt from Sean. Still on my tail, still close, within striking distance. If I make any sort of mistake. But through the final chicane, over the final jump, this is going to be a win for Team 2-Stroke. A win for the nation of Japan. Over the jump, over the final jump, on the gas.
Ah, across the finish line. Victory! Yes. His bike's falling apart. Oh dear, I
Yeah.
thought the chain had snapped.
You what?
I thought the chain had snapped. It went in between gears.
Oh yes! That was
is-
too close for my liking.
This is so much hard work. It's got no power, and you just got to keep it wide open everywhere.
Fair play though.
To be fair, it's, you know what I mean, as a you know, a mess about bike, a starter bike or whatever you want to.
What is it, £1,800, so about $2,200 if you're watching in the United States. You can buy this bike, and you've just seen, it's not that far away. I mean, you're a better rider than I am on that. You ride more, you could go harder for 3 laps than I can, but it's not like this bike gained that like it was
No,
nothing.
down the straight, that's when I thought, oh man, he's going to.
But it's deep out there for this though, like that long straight. This is struggling down there as well.
Really?
£1,800, $2,200. It's a decent starter bike for sure. If you and a couple of mates wanted to taste motocross,
Oh man.
and you had a field, I
Yeah.
wouldn't say this is built for a track like this.
No, no.
I don't think we can confidently say
No,
buy
I
one
think
of these
the,
and go
the travel in
send
the
it.
suspension isn't you know the greatest, but if it had a bit more power, I would quite easily get over them jumps.
If you want to taste motocross and you don't have the biggest budget in the world, get one of these, go to a field, the donk where we go practicing.
I think something like this is perfect for you want to get into motocross, but your mechanical skills isn't that good.
Yeah.
So you know, buying something brand new, you know you're going to get endless hours of fun without putting a spanner on it. You know, I think the engine will run forever. Well, most of the day, it's been wide open everywhere, and it hasn't missed a beat.
This is a serious motocross machine. As you guys know, Yamaha YZ125 is an awesome bike. But that's not a million miles away.
No, it's not comparing it to that. It's if you want an entry-level bike to get into, you know, your kid or even your girlfriend, wife, whatever,
Yeah.
anything like that. It's
'Cause
perfect for that.
It is Sean's size as well, isn't it?
Right, we'll edit that out. Thank you.
It is a full-size
To be
bike, but it's
fair,
low.
off the
It's
start,
slammed.
I felt like a proper. Do you know what I mean? Because I could touch the floor. Perfect entry-level bike. Put fuel in the tank, and it will start every time.
But today, though, Japanese bike takes the win. Team 2 Stroke takes the win. Team Young Buck takes the win. As always, guys, my name is Max. His name is Sean. Thanks to Harry from Slam Bikes for bringing the machines along today for us to check out. If you liked this video, drop a like down below, comment what else you want to see us do, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Till next time, I'll see you at the track. Thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. Check out this video from a few weeks ago with my new acquisition, my dream bike. Voting is super tight on what we should do with that machine, so check out the video if you haven't already. Help us decide what we should do with my dream bike.